Welcome back to Marvel Zombies X-Men Resistance. We're doing the third mission, MH2 Search and Rescue. We gotta find bystanders. We currently have Wolverine actually in a room here with a bystander, possibly. 4 of the 5 bystander cards that are left on the board are bystanders. There's one more that's going to spawn a superhero zombie down here at spawn point 1. Don't worry about that when we find it. We got Rhino tangling with Colossus. Currently a couple of brutes. So let's get down to the board and I think we're going to have Colossus going first. Alright, I think we're going to have Colossus tangle with Rhino first, so we can figure out if he needs help or not. Whether if he takes Rhino out, then we don't need to worry about him. He's going to get 1 power, so he goes to his maximum power of 4 now. He started off with 3. And for his very first action, he will attack Rhino. And he's going to spend all of his power as well. And he's using his heroic trait, Unstoppable. Discard when attacking and spend 1 power. Enemies suffer a -1 toughness to a minimum of 1. He's going to spend that. He's discarding that power. And that's going to cost him a power, so he goes from 4 down to 3. Then he's going to hit all 3 of those power to add 3 dice to his attack. And if we look at his attack, he's got a melee. Rolls 2 dice, hits on a 3+. He'll be rolling 5 dice, hitting on a 2 or 3+, and we need to hit Rhino 3 times with his heroic trait card. Can we see that? Oh yeah. All right, so here we go. 5 dice. We're looking for 3s or higher, and we need 3 of them. Come on, Colossus. Oh yeah. Colossus is good at smashing down superhero villains. It's going to give him 4 experience. So we hit him 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Only need to hit him 3 times because of his heroic trait. That is another zombie superhero villain out of here. And Colossus gets 4 experience. That's his first kill for the game. That's going to give him 4 experience. So everyone's still in the blue zone. That was actually pretty awesome. Liked it. I think we might have Rogue go next. Rogue is sitting at 4 experience. If she takes out both brutes, she's going to be at 6 experience, which would still be the blue zone. So she gets 1 power. So now she's went from 0, she's at 1 power, which isn't fantastic. But she is going to go 1, 2, and for her third action, she will attack both of those, spending her 1 power. So let's take a look at her abilities. All enemies suffer -1 toughness against your mighty punches. And so these guys normally take 2 hits to take them down, but with Rogue punching them, it only takes 1. So she's going to be rolling 2 plus the 1 die for spending her power. She's going to be rolling 3 dice, hitting on a 3+, and any hit at all will get rid of 1 of the brutes. Ugh, come on, Rogue. So let's get them mighty punches flying. We're rolling 3 dice, and she gets a 5 and a couple of 2s, which means 1 brute is eliminated. They're worth 1 experience, even though they have 2 health. That takes Rogue up to 5, still in the blue zone. This guy, however, is still there. Alright, nice try, Rogue. That was Rogue's turn. I gotta think about this now, what we want to do next. So we have Storm to go and Wolverine. Alright, let's have Storm go. Storm's getting at 1 power. She's currently sitting at 1 power, so first of her turn she gets a power. She's up to 2. Then she's going to move right here for her first action. Should she attack this guy with her second action to try and take him down? Yes. She will, for her second action, she's going to attack the brute. And, oh, does she want to spend both power? Nope. She's going to spend 1 power to add 1 die to her attack. So she's going to zap him with lightning. Range of 1, so no problem there. So she'll be rolling 3 dice, hitting on a 3+. Remember, we have to do 2 hits to this guy to take him out. So she's going to be rolling 3 dice, but she needs 2 hits on a 3+. So that's a little tricky. She might be able to zap him with lightning and take him out. Let's see if she can do it. And she gets 2 1s and a 2. So that lightning strike absolutely missed. I guess she was trying not to hit Rogue. But Rogue's like, oh, don't worry about me. Okay, that was her second action. Her third, well, she's going to spend, she has 1 power left, so she's going to do this ability. Once during your turn, you may spend a power, which she just did, to select a zone within range 1. Move all enemies in that zone into an adjacent zone. So her lightning didn't blast the brute, but she blows it away with her windstorm, knocking it back 1 space, so it's not currently in the same space with Rogue. She has 1 action remaining, and with her final action, she will pop this door open, because that is the door that will take us to the elevator. It takes an action to open that door anyway, so it doesn't take an action to actually call the elevator. I don't think you have to spend an action to open this door, but you do need to spend an action to call the elevator. So once we're all in there and call the elevator, we're just prepping for that. Okay, that's basically Storm's action. Up last, we have Wolverine, who's currently in this room with possibly a bystander. Oh man, we probably should have had him go first. Oh, it doesn't matter, because if that's the mission card, it's just going to spawn a super villain zombie down in spawn point 1, which I don't think we're going to be too worried about. Alright, let's go over to Wolverine and see what he's up to. Okay, Wolverine's currently sitting at 1 power, so at the beginning of his turn he's going to go to 2 power. Alright, which now he's going to take his 3 actions. His first action is to move here. You cannot go diagonally. It's got to be orthogonal movement. His second action is to move right here into the spot with the possible bystander. And it is, oh, it is a bystander. All right, it is Gwen Stacy. Each time you draw a heroic trait card, you gain 1 power. Ooh, that's pretty cool. All right, so it is indeed a bystander. So 1, 2 actions. His third action can be to rescue the bystander, but let's find her miniature first. Alright, here she is. I don't know if that's going to focus. Pretty cool. These miniatures are just awesome, as per they should be for a cool mini or not. Alright, so boom, there she is. Very short-lived, because now for Wolverine's third and final action, he will rescue her. Yay, we've rescued 1 of the 4 bystanders. So she basically goes away from the board, and now Wolverine has her with him, which means each time he draws a heroic trait, he gains a power. That is really cool. Love it. And you can have 1 bystander with you at all times. If he rescues another bystander, he can decide which one. He can dump her off and grab another one. And that is basically the end of all of our superheroes' turns. And now it is time for the enemies to get their activations. So let's figure out what they're doing. Alright, we have 3 walkers on the board here. They're just going to do their little shambling maneuvers up into here, as they're making their way around the corner. They're not a threat at the moment. Okay, we do have 1 brute on the board. Let's have him move in. And the 1 brute we have is right here. Got blown back by Storm's ability, but he's now in the same space as Rogue. That's his activation. And yes, the Dark Phoenix and Psylocke up there in the upper floor do nothing. Neither does a spawn point. You only activate on the level that any superhero is on. And right now, all of our superheroes are on the basement level here, so that's the only zones that are going to be activating. Alright, that was zombie movement. It is now time for zombie spawning. Let's go to spawn point 1 and get spawning some more zombies. Alright, down here we have spawn point 1, and we are all still in the blue zone. And so, oh, hang on. I forgot. I totally forgot. When you rescue a bystander, you get 5 XP. We are not all in the blue zone. Okay, not retro. I actually didn't mess things. Let me just readjust the camera, because, yeah, we got to give Wolverine 5 experience for rescuing that bystander. Alright, glad I caught that right now. Yes, in this scenario, when you rescue a bystander, or sorry, when you reveal a bystander, not even rescue them, I think it's when you reveal them, you get 5 XP. It could be rescue. I'll double check in the rules. But he did rescue her, so he gets 5 experience. He's sitting at 3, which means he goes to 8. Which means Wolverine has just jumped into the yellow zone. And when you go into the yellow zone, for Wolverine and for everyone else, you get +1 action. And so, our +1 action for Wolverine is he's going to move because he wants to join up with the rest of his crew. So he'll move 1 space there. And now it is spawn time in the yellow zone. Okay, I'm glad I caught that. All the zombies have moved and now spawn in yellow. Ooh, Wolverine popped over to yellow, but it is what it is. Now we are spawning right here. And yes, it will be the yellow zone, not the blue. So 2 runners show up. Right there, 2 runners. Ooh, okay, those guys are pretty quick. But it is what it is. Alright, there we go. 2 runners show up at spawn point 1. Not a big problem. Let's go to spawn point 2. And the second spawn point on the board is right there. We are in the yellow zone, which I do not like. But anyway, come on! We get, oh dear. Yeah, we get a superhero zombie. And the top of the superhero zombie deck is this. And we end up getting Star-Lord. Oh, great. 3 health, which sounds good. If there is a bystander within range 2, when he activates, as his first action, he is placed in their zone. What? Oh, within 2. Okay. Well, that's good. Oh, hang on. 1, 2. Through a closed door? I gotta check about closed doors. Can they just teleport through a closed door? I don't think they can. But anyway, we're going to get Star-Lord showing up here in this zone. So let's get to it. Alright, so here is the Star-Lord mini. So he shows up. Yeah, I'm going to have checked the rules on this. It just says if there is a bystander within range 2, when he activates as his first action, he is placed in their zone. I got to check about range, because can you do range through a closed door? I don't think so. Alright, I'm going to zoom out and we're going to wrap up our episode for today. Alright, zoomed out a bit here. We have Colossus and Storm together here. Rogue is sitting here with a Brute, which he's probably going to punch in the face next time. We got 3 walkers here, a couple runners. Wolverine is now in the yellow zone, so he gets an extra action, which could come in handy. And he also rescued the bystander, so every time he gets a heroic trait now, he gains a power. That's pretty cool. Alright, that's going to be it for episode today. And yeah, now we got Star-Lord out there. We just keep knocking. We've knocked down 3 of the superhero zombies already this playthrough, and now we got more coming. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Marvel Zombies X-Men Resistance. We're doing the 3rd scenario called Search and Rescue. We've rescued 1 of 4 bystanders that we need to do to win the scenario, and then we have to go upstairs and lay the boots to Dark Phoenix and Psylocke Zombie to win the scenario. Alright, thanks so much. I'll see you tomorrow for the continuation. Okay, a few things here at the end of the episode. My goodness, Colossus only took 1 action on his turn. He smashed down Rhino, did nothing else, which was ridiculous because he should have done other things. The other things that he's going to do, he can do 2 more actions. He's going to gain a heroic trait, because why wouldn't he? So that's going to give him inspiration during your turn. On your turn, spend a power. Another superhero within range 1 may immediately perform a free action. So he's got that heroic trait. And he's going to do a power-up as his second action that he never took. So he was at 0 power after he crushed Rhino. Now he's at 2 power. Makes sense. Okay, when Wolverine rescued the bystander, he should go to full power. So he's at his maximum 4 power. Correct that. And the other thing just to keep a note of is when you are, the floor that you're on, the elevator, both doors are always open. Well, there's only 1 door here, but on the 2nd floor there's 2 doors. So this door is open. We don't need to open the elevator door. It's on this level. Alright, that should clean up all the little errors and oversights, I think. So yeah, we'll pick this up again tomorrow, and I hope to see you then.